This video I'm making for a very specific person. I'm talking to the person that I used to be. So 10 years ago, I wanted to start my own business. I knew. I was 18, I joined a MLM, multi-level marketing, pyramid scheme type of business. And they blew my mind when I went to a meeting and somebody said, 97% of people earn 3% of the income, and the top 3% earn 97%, and most people are stuck in a job, just over broke. And I had this young impressionable mind that resonated, and I was like, oh, you're right. Why are all these people working this job when they could pursue more and do more with their life and achieve more? And the MLM never worked out, but that lesson, like what I learned there, stayed with me and it impacted me deeply. And I knew at that point, 100%, I said, I have to be a business owner. And then I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad not long after that. And that reinforced that even more, that if you don't take the traditional path of comfort and security that most people in society take and encourage you to do, that you can strive for more and you can do more, and a business is absolutely the vehicle and the method to get there. So I'm 18. This isn't 10 years ago, this is 12 years ago now. And I know I want to start this business, something, and I had no idea what to do. I was so lost. And I tried, I joined a group of real estate investors, and I was going to these meetings, and everybody there is at least 20 years older than me. And they're talking about, I just bought a $2 million apartment building, but the gap was too big. I couldn't even figure out, I don't even know who I'm going to ask for money to buy a rental property, to get started. I wasn't even there yet. I didn't have the resourcefulness myself or the confidence. There's people I could have asked, but I didn't have the confidence to approach them. So, that didn't really get me there. And what ended up happening is I took this really roundabout path to get to what I eventually did, which is start my own business. That was only 2 years ago. So it took me 10 years from when I said, absolutely, I want to be an entrepreneur, to the day that I quit my job and ran a business full time, which is what I get to do today. And I absolutely love it. And I'm very happy for all the elements and the steps that got me to this point. And, they were a necessary part of my growth, and that's fine. But if somebody had come to me 10 years, 12 years ago and said, look, I can see that you want to start a business. I can see that you have the mindset for it, that you understand, you're willing to make the commitment, and you're ready to do it, but there's certain steps, there's certain things that you need to learn, to go through. You need to shift your mindset, you need to shift your beliefs, you need to do the work with capital letters. Brene Brown is one example, but no, who's the other one? The work. I can't remember. I'll put it in the show notes. So that's what I'm doing, is I've documented what it took to build this business, not only in terms of, structure, organization, finance, accounting, bookkeeping, but what mental shift had to happen, because it wasn't overnight. It wasn't a book that I read. I read 300 books on, nonfiction books. So like business, sales, marketing, personal development, inspiration, confidence, speaking, all of this. And I'll just give you the most important lesson that I ever learned is, I was doing all those things. None of them were action. None of them were the action of go all in on your dream. If you want to run a business, start doing it. I was afraid, so I went and I got another job. I was a firefighter for some time. I had little side businesses, but it was always a side business because I had my backup. I had my nice, safe job, my safety cushion. I'm getting that paycheck from the man. And what's interesting is that it just got more and more painful, because I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. I knew, And I was reading the books, Robert Kiyosaki, he's got the 4 quadrants. And I said, oh yeah, I need to be in the B, I need to be the business owner, and then I can move into the investor quadrant. But I'm the one still there, checking every second Thursday to see when my paycheck came in so I can go spend it. So rather than read 300 books and go to different classes and whatever else I was doing, all of those were me dancing around what I knew I needed to do, which is quit your job and start a business, because I didn't have the confidence, because I had the limiting beliefs. I thought, oh, well, I can't do it now. It's not the right time. It's the economy. I'll just wait until I have some more money until I can run the business. Or maybe I thought, well, this is actually a better way to do it is part-time, because then, it's safe and I can I'm investing into my business. It's a source of investment. No, I wasn't. I was propping up a business that didn't work well because I was splitting my time, my attention to a job. And I only started to see growth once I started doing it full time, which I didn't even have the confidence to quit my job and start full time. I knew that was what I wanted to do. I had talked about it. I had told people, yeah, I think I'm going to quit my job in like 2 or 3 years and I'll take my business full time. Until circumstances, and I ascribe it to God. I'm a believer, and I say, He pushed me out of the nest because like my life circumstances, I had to move across the country for my wife's work, and like that was a commitment I was already, going to do. And so when that circumstance changed, I said, oh wow, now I have to quit my job because I'm moving across the country. It's not a transferable position. And, now's the time to do it. When else? I just got married. We're going to have kids soon. If I was working a job and then had kids, there's never going to be an opportune time after that point to take on more financial risk by starting a business. So it was the perfect time. It was handed to me. That's the way I look at it. But the point of this video, for me, from 12 years ago, is that I'm giving you permission to chase your dreams. You don't need validation. You don't need to go, and get extra experience working for somebody else. If you have a passion and you have a skill, not even a skill, you just have to be able to learn. You just have to be willing to learn from your mistakes, be willing to make mistakes, be willing to take the risk. And you're better off taking the risk the younger you are and the less you have to lose, right? 12 years ago, I didn't have a house, I didn't have a mortgage payment, I didn't have a car. Maybe I had a car. I didn't have a wife, I didn't have a kid. That would have been the opportune time for me to go into business, to fail, to learn all these difficult lessons. And then by now, I would have been, 10 times further ahead than where I am now. So for that 18-year-old guy who knows he wants to start a business, do it. Take the action. And let me tell you how you can identify exactly what it is you need to do. You've probably got a list somewhere. Maybe you got a list of to-dos like, oh, I need to, learn about investing, and I need to improve in my job, or whatever you have on your to-do list. If you don't, write one out. All of your to-dos that are gonna, sort of get you towards your goals, where you want to be. Which one of those is the most uncomfortable? Which one of those you're gonna procrastinate? You're gonna do everything else on that list except for one item, or you're gonna do everything else on that list before you do one item. Why is that? That's because it's uncomfortable, because it's challenging for you, because there's some part of you, maybe subconscious, that knows that if I do this, I could fail. If I do this, it's a type 1 decision where there's no going back, where once you make that decision, that path is settled. That's like getting married, that's like having a baby. Those are type 1 decisions. Type 2, you can go backwards. You buy a car, you can sell the car. Stuff like that. So identify that one and only do that one. Just skip the rest. Just cross them out. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Do that. That's what you need to do. I'm giving you permission. It's going to be okay. You're going to be successful. You can do it. I believe in you. Send me a message. If you don't, I'll tell you personally, I believe in you. You can do it. And if that's where your mind is at, then there's absolutely no doubt that you're going to be successful in that endeavor. If you have that type of mindset. And I want you to be 10 years from, if you're 18 now, when you're 30, I want you to be 10 times further ahead of me than I am right now. That's the whole point. And that's why I'm going to continue to make more content to put other people ahead, to help them, snakes and ladders. I want you to take the ladder. I don't want you to take the long way all around. Why? Because in a given amount of time, in a lifetime, if you're taking the slow road back and forth, you might get to here. If somebody gives you the ladders, look how far you can get. I want to see what you're capable of. I want to know how far you can take it. So here's your permission to go out and start the thing. Go do it. Do what's uncomfortable. It's going to work out.